win. You know what I mean? Like
No,
we expected we
we
was
look,
going to,
yeah,
but
yeah. It's about the
it is
support.
like
It's
how it
about,
is. You know,
hey, the
it is
key
what
is
it
we
is.
Chicago, man. Support, pull it up, find out what's going on. You know, just check in and tap in with your people, man. That's the whole point of what we got going on. You got to tap in with your people and know what's, support, man.
Yeah,
Friends, everything.
yeah, for sure. Together we definitely can win out here in this shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like
It's power in numbers for real.
it
It's
ain't
power in
always
numbers.
about being competitive. It's about being, conglomerative. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Collaborating with your people and putting your minds together, ideas, and making some shit happen. You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it.
For real.
That's why we here
For
building,
sure.
man. That's
But
it.
I got my homie Will Neal in the building. You know what I mean?
Yes,
He
sir. Where
came
there's a will, there's a way.
to come fuck with, to come mess with us. Episode 15.
Yes, sir.
What
1-5,
you on?
Carmelo.
So it's lit. You know
Carmelo
what I mean?
Anthony. Yes, sir. This the Carmelo Anthony episode. Where there's a will, there's a way. Shout out Touched by Naya. That's my daughter. That's who style and got the kid fresh. So, we doing supporting. Shout out Green Line Gallery, LLC. That's an art company and entertainment company that I have. Shout out to Duce Dons. That's also a promotion group that we have, and we throw parties and, rest in peace, sawed off, a few people, business partners that I have, Keon Carter, people like that. So we just rocking, and I'm just in the entertainment industry that just rock. So shout out all my people. Shout out Nick Scarfo again for having me here.
For sure.
We
For
gonna
sure.
rock out.
It's nothing. It's nothing. You can let them know how we met each other too, if you don't, if that's cool with you.
All right, well, I'm giving y'all a quick backstory. I've been in the film industry for like 5 years. I started with Empire and Empire season 6, like right after that Jussie Smollett BS happened. Then that's when they called us in. They got a whole new crew. They got a whole.
So you
new
never
staff.
met him?
Yeah, no, he was out the building.
Okay.
They got rid of everybody that had something to do negative with that. So that was major. I had walked in the game on, you know what I'm saying, TMZ. We getting warnings about TMZ. We signing NDAs. I come from, a different walk of life, and then to be put in the game on such a major show as far as the spotlight, that was crazy. But man, me and you met in the film industry, you know what I'm saying? But I was just gonna tell them how I got in the game. But which show was that? That was 61st or 61st Street. Shout out 61st Street. Shout out AMC.
Yeah,
That was
shout out
AMC.
to AMC 61st
Courtney B.
Street.
Vance. Yeah, that was a
Horror
good.
production. Courtney
Yeah.
B. Vance.
Yeah, that was a smooth guy. He did a lot. He did a lot for me. I actually got into a fight, a physical altercation with the background on one of them shows, and he got in the middle of it. Like this is some of the. Yeah,
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, now he got in the middle. He was out there on lunch, and he saw the guy, tripping. Came out there and just really was a real good dude. Like, hey, Will, this ain't the time or the place. Stay focused, stay locked in. Don't let nobody get you out your body. You know what I'm saying? He's a very spiritual person. So he just was like, hey, man, they looking at you and we rooting for you. So shout out to Courtney B. Vance that really pulled me to the side and hollered at me. And I had him on Cottage Grove.
Right.
Like, he came pull up. Like, he really be in Chicago supporting and doing a lot of things outside of just filming. He really has a love for Chicago. And he pulled up on me. He just rolled past, him and his son, his real life son, pulled up at the gas station right there on Drexel. And he sat out there and I'm talking about, if anybody know that gas station on 63rd and just cracking right there. Now, he came out, posted up, got out the truck, introduced his son to the homies, had a little speech, like, was a real good dude. So that was a major moment. And but back to me and you, like, we met on 61st working with these people. You were in locations, right?
Yep.
And I was a background PA, which for those that don't know, those are the guys or the women that film from that have all the background characters, cars, shots, the waitress, everybody and everything that's not speaking. We deal with all the speaking lines. So me and you started rocking out from there. And I was seeing you on set, and, we putting in 19 hours and 16 hours and 17 hours. And it's a lot of hours on set where people don't know you build a rapport with people, and like we there more than we're on set more than we're with our families when we filming.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? To get these jobs done and make the magic, or as they call it. So man, you just started rocking out, and I seen you was a real guy from then that really could understand our opportunity being black urban, black American young men that's in the industry where they really it's I won't say they hate, but it's really a boys club. So they try to keep I won't say us out, but they just try to keep it to themselves, and you wouldn't know the opportunities that exist in the film industry if you aren't in the film
Right.
industry to even know the opportunities that exist for sure. So me and you were just able to see that me and you were blessed to have an opportunity to be in this game and really see what the game is for, and how to just not get kicked out the game and show them people we serve a purpose in the game. So I mean, that's how we met. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a lot of hard nights, a lot of hood, a lot of, and for instance, like the industry did things like this. I think they did this for us. I think they use, I won't say use, but I think they used, for lack of better words, they used us because we knew the environment that we were filming in.
Right.
We knew the areas. We knew how to deal with the people better than the outside in. So they used that to a certain degree to make sure that things were successful, things were smooth, and we see our value in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be noted, documented, or whatnot, but you know.
Yeah. So, how did you come like into the industry to begin with? Anyway.
It's the craziest story ever. Like I said, my name is William Neal. That's ill will in the streets. Where there's a will, there's a way. I got a lot of slogans and sayings because I was a street guy that I'll say street guy is as far as I was a self entrepreneur. I was doing things to make money on my own at this industry. Before the industry, I didn't know anything about the film industry. I mean, nothing. I've never seen a commercial being actually filmed or television. So one day I was actually walking up to take care of a customer, for lack of better words. So I was taking care of a customer in the neighborhood where my family lived, close to this neighborhood. So I'm smoking a blunt. This story needs to be told. I'm smoking a blunt. I'm getting ready to take care of somebody. And in the neighborhood, I just see a bunch of semi-trucks start pulling up block for block for block. It's 3-4 blocks. And in this neighborhood, this is on like 79th and Calumet. This is uncalled for. It's
Right.
it's a grammar school over there. It's a neighborhood. It's 79th. It's right off King Drive. So it's like, this is abnormal. This
Right.
either a raid or a big production or something's going on. So I just was inquisitive, and God works in mysterious ways. Something just told me to go just see what all these trucks are pulling up about. And as I see trucks pulling up and people walking out in trailers and equipment being unloaded, I walked up to the first guy that I saw walk out of a trailer, and he happened to be like a white guy, about 35 years old. Just looked approachable. Let's say he just looked approachable. Me literally walking with the blunt in my hand, lighting the blunt, smoking, walk up the street, and I say, hey, excuse me, sir, what's going on? Like, what the fuck going on with all these trucks and equipment, and what y'all getting ready to do? And this guy's name, I got to shout him out always because this is the guy that got me into the industry. His name is Adam McNitch. Me and Adam, this guy named Adam, he was an AD or a second or a key He was he had a position of hiring, which is important. But me and this guy walked, and I guess he was an ex-weed smoker. You know what I'm saying? So he smelled the weed and was like, hey, guy, we getting ready to have a set here, and we getting ready to film. And he started explaining to me what the trucks are about, what the equipment about, and what they're getting ready to do. He just took the time. So me and him had about a 20-minute conversation. I was in awe. I had never seen, what it takes to actually film a production, like an actual TV show, an actual commercial. I didn't know what it really entails. I just really watched it from, the television, not from behind the scenes. So seeing it, it kind of threw me off. and he took the time to explain to me what was going on, and I was just telling him like, man, I would love to be in this industry like this. This shit look dope. You know what I'm saying? The guy says, give me your number, give me your email, and he say stick around and just rock with me for a second. I'm not knowing he's actually gonna take me serious or give me an opportunity or anything. I just gave him my number, gave him an email. I stayed around, and it ended up being a Chance the Rapper, like a Comcast commercial or something that they were filming. So they brought Chance the Rapper out. They brought one of his artists, and like it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Then I actually ended up finding out my auntie and uncles, they end up having a lot to do with like where the location was. They were like one of the people that rented the houses to the film industry and so on and so forth. And I just found all this out by just walking to answer the right phone call at the right time about a customer needing something at a particular time. And when he gave me his number, when I gave him my number and information, I missed his call 3 times, not knowing, because it was like a weird California number. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not answering. I'm thinking it's a bill collector. I'm thinking it's, like if I don't have a number programmed in my phone, I'm not really paying attention to it. But he left a voicemail like, man, this is such and such. I'm trying to, I have an opportunity for you. What do you want to, you're not taking me serious. I called him. He said, hey, man, can you show up tomorrow at this place at this time? And I was like, yes. When I showed up, it was the start of Empire season 6. Like the first day downtown, some big bit. I never knew it. I thought he was filming some AT&T commercial shit. So when I get there, he got a stack of paper saying the start work paper. You know how those contracts and memos and all those things go. So I go through that. I sign all the NDAs and do what needs to be done. I work. It was like a 16-hour day. We had like 700 people, and he was just watching the way I was handling the people and just, just vibing with the people, being like a deer in headlights or a deer out of water, a fish out of water, for lack of better words. And that opportunity led to working from the Empire to the Shy to just several other opportunities after that by just seeing a chance, telling them people like, man, I really don't know nothing about anything, but if you give me a chance to learn what I need to learn and tell me what I need to do, I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability. And I had those opportunities, and I've been working in this film industry for 5 years now. Never did a resume, never did an application. It's just word of mouth. Hey, this guy's good with people. This guy's good with handling. The industry is a very high intense environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody can't handle that. It makes or breaks people. So seeing people that can handle pressure, handle long hours, and the stuff we have to go through.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, how do you rate like being in the film industry versus other jobs you worked in the past?
Me being honest, like I said, with my background, with my background, the film industry gave me the opportunity to really have like a legacy. Like you can make money in the streets. You can sell 1,000 things, and you got the stars, and you got the stars and the stripes and the scars from the game. But you can't really tell your kids like, this is what daddy was doing to sacrifice for you guys. You can't leave. They don't understand the game. You get what I'm saying? Or the hustle or the sacrifices from the street side of things. But if you have something this is the comeback story, the testimony, like to have something to leave to your children that you said, okay, when I was here, I did this. I was a part of this. And this is a staple. This is a time stamp. These films are forever. These televisions are forever. These TV shows are forever.
Prior to film, you was in the streets or you was working?
Yeah, no, I was a hustler. Like
okay.
I was a hustler from aspect, and I want to define what a hustler is to people like that might just for common knowledge that don't know what a hustler is. A hustle is anything that you do outside of a main job. So if you hustle, because a lot of people get it confused. If you
Mm-hmm.
hustle and that's your main job, you're not hustling. That's your job.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you just sell drugs or sell weed or you sell whatever you do, and you sell waters, you sell T-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all you do, then that's not a hustle. That's your job. That's what you do
Mm-hmm.
to to eat and breathe. And a lot of people get confused with that. So I've had jobs, but I was a hustler first. You know what I'm saying? And with hustling, that creates different opportunities. It's things that I'm doing outside of something I got to do to put clothes on my back and food and shelter. These are things that I need to add to myself. Things that I want to add for. I like shoes. I like clothes. I like jewelry. I like to go places. I like to, I have a lot of vices. So it takes money every day you walk outside. You spend money, so you need to make money. And if you don't figure that out, you're gonna have not a hard life, but a complicated life, because it's all about understanding, life's budgets,
Mm-hmm.
and the simplicities of it. But I was hustling. I had several different jobs as far as I threw I threw concerts. I legitly threw. I stayed in Danville, Illinois, and we would stack our street money and
Mm-hmm.
throw shows and get people like King Louis, L. Hitler, Shauna, people that we can afford under, with certain budgets, put our money together, book a venue, throw a couple concerts, charge $25 to $50 a ticket. You get about 500 people in there. That's a good night.
Mm-hmm.
So we were doing things like that. I would throw house parties. I would throw card parties. I had whatever the latest designer thing for these events was.
Mm-hmm.
So I did anything to get the dollars. I was like a money Mitch. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Anything to get the dough at those particular times. But the film industry gave me something to actually like feel good about.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
like, no, all right, this ain't dirty money. This ain't grinding. This is something that's gonna be around. We can Google this. You can see my names in the credits. You can see me on the, I'm getting like it's sustainable income.
Right.
It's something I ain't got to look over my shoulder or think negative. I could
Mm-hmm.
stack it up and do it. It's something positive that I could, just be proud of and work on a lot of projects that were popular at the time. So that was major to me. It wasn't really about the money, because it was like you could make more money doing different things, but what are you standing for? I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
stand for something different, due to my children and just due to my life. I have two daughters that I have full custody of. That was important. Like I couldn't take the chance to risk my lifestyle versus having stability and you know
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So the industry was savior in that aspect.
Okay. So we gonna cut to YouTube. So I want you to shout out for like all our YouTube, I mean our Facebook listeners right now.
Yeah,
I want you to shout out all your people, any tags or anything you want people on Facebook to know or look up, or you know what I mean. You
yeah,
let
yeah.
them know real quick, cause everything else is gonna be on our YouTube channel. So if they want to watch the rest of this interview, they gonna
They got to go to the
it's gonna drop
YouTube.
on YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and that's where, because I'm a couple shots up, I'm a couple L's up. Nah, this is a great opportunity. Nah, this me. Where there's a will, there's a way. So where there's a will, there's a way. So shout out all the people that's rocking, man. Shout out all the Facebook listeners. Shout out everybody that supports us. Period. Shout out Nikki Scarfo. Shout out, what's the name of the show?
What's your own podcast, man? Shout out Maverick Media as well, though.
Shout out What's Your Own Podcast.
You
Shout
know
out
that.
Maverick Media, man. For real, these guys are doing major things. They're giving opportunities to guys that really need them, and they have a dope setup, and you really need to support and see what's going on. Like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? The content's getting dope.
For sure. For sure. Get in while you can, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
already
yeah, yeah,
know,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Get in while the getting's good, because when it blow, we don't know nobody.
Man, not only that, it's just missed opportunities, man. Like I had a couple guys that
Now
wanted.
talk your shit, man. Stop
No,
being so
I'm just
humble, man. I
saying.
gotta get on you. Stop.
Yeah, everybody be
Talk
saying
your
that.
shit, man.
Everybody be saying
Talk.
no.
Stop that humble
Ain't
shit. You
nothing wrong with
working, we
being.
sacrificing, man. You
Yeah,
putting in
no.
hours to.
No, I'm just saying
to
missed opportunity as far as like one of my guys wanted to come on here, but we couldn't arrange the date. He ended up passing prior to. You
Right,
know what
right,
I mean?
right.
I don't
Sorry
know if you know
about
who
that.
Dion is. Dion McGee. He worked
Was
in
it one of the
security.
guys
Yeah.
that
One of the guys that worked in security, like,
on
but
the
he was
film
like one of the
industry?
he's one of the supervisors, because that's where I came in at, you know what I mean?
Right,
Through security.
Right.
Like, I was working with the security team prior to,
right,
you know what I'm saying, working in locations. That's how I bumped
right.
John and Natasha, man. Shout out John Brady.
Yeah,
you know
shout
what I'm
out
saying?
John Brady.
And
Yeah,
then
shout out
Natasha
John Brady.
Parker,
Shout out
Jameis,
Natasha.
Joe,
Yeah, at Jameis, definitely got a shout out.
for real.
Billy, got a
Brian,
shout out
Billy,
Billy.
yeah. The whole
Everybody,
location team.
everybody.
David. And
David,
San, man,
San,
San's supposed to be here today, but I'm sure she gonna, we're gonna reschedule and she'll be here at a later time. But shout out to everybody.
Listen, shout out everybody that's in the film industry.
Shout out the whole cast and crew of 61st Street as
that-
well, though, man.
Yeah,
Shout out for
everybody
real.
that really knows the sacrifices. Like, bro, we really put in a lot of time and a lot of effort to make this stuff happen.
Shout
We
out
really
Crafty,
do.
shout out catering. You
Shout
feel
out
me? Like
that's
everybody,
putting
you
in-
know.
You don't know it's 19 hours, 16
Shout out
hours.
Mario's, you know.
Everybody, bro. Like, for real, the grind is real. Shout out people that give us opportunities, like, because it's a lot of people that just want to put their brother or their cousin or their nephew in position, and for people to give us opportunities, man, to really stick and make the magic is a blessing.
Shout out Mario wherever you at, you know. Shout out Mario. Shout out to Big Sean, Lil Sean. Shout out to, Kirk, the whole, everybody that's part of, they changed the name, but On Point was the original name. But shout out all the security guards out there, no matter, you know what I mean?
Right. No matter what you is.
Across America, all the security guards
Listen.
across America, because y'all, you know
Shout
what I'm
out,
saying?
shout out, I got to shout out all the hard workers, man, that just take a lot of shit and they don't have the voice. Like, what I consider myself in the industry is like I'm a voice to the voiceless, right? I'm a stand for something, because if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So shout out to all the people that's putting in hours and being hollered at and yelled at and screamed at, and they having anxiety attacks, and they losing their hair, and they gaining weight, and they going through it just to make sure that they had an opportunity to have an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all those people that really sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears to try to make this thing work. People like I think about, like Josh Carlicio. Like, I've seen this man do hours and hours of work with no credit, with no work, with no praise. You know what I'm saying? This is a thankless. The film industry is a thankless job. People only know the Spielbergs and the J.J. Abrams and the big names. They don't know the people that really put in the work to make this thing happen. So shout out everybody that's in the industry from every department. Period.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know that, like, it's real love.
It's crazy sometimes how people name on a project, but you never really see them on set.
You don't know. They the ones really set up that scene. They the ones that really had the people in the cold and the snow making the magic happen. You know what I'm saying?
All the grips, all the riggers, all the
man, people that's
electricians,
really making it happen.
everybody.
You know. What else?
The whole 476. But we finna go record the rest of this and put this on YouTube. But I appreciate everybody that's
Check out the YouTube page.
So What Your Own Podcast, man. Share this live, like, share, subscribe, comment, man. Hit the
Media,
link.
man.
The link is in the bio somewhere. The link is on the page somewhere. So hit that YouTube link and watch some of the content, man.
Shout out Maverick
Peace.
Media, man. Love.
Shout out Maverick Media, Brian, on the ones and twos. Let's go.